guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Smitha. Today is a very special tutorial because I'm recreating Mehrunissa, played by the wonderful Aditi Rao Hydari, who did not have a main role in the movie Padmaavat, but although in a supporting role, she stole all our hearts. This was one of the main requested videos and I can imagine why. Unfortunately, I did not have too many pictures online to refer to create this video. I had just a couple of them, so I went back to the movie theaters just to watch her makeup. And here it is. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. If you do, don't forget to hit the like button and share my video. And let's get this started. As always, I'm starting with my brows, and if you look at Mehrunissa's brows, they are thicker and they are straighter. And that's how I'm going to sculpt mine as well. Taking this ebony color from the Coastal Scents brow palette, I'm going to first outline my brows in the shape I want it to be, and then I'm going to fill it in. By the way, my brown lens is from Bolognese. I mentioned that before. There is a discount code if you plan to buy from them. I've listed that as well as all the products that I've used today in the description box right below this video. Next, taking some concealer, I'm going to clean up the borders of my brows using a flat concealer brush. I've already moisturized my face thoroughly with 3 layers of moisturizer. Now I'm going with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Primer to prime my face. Today again, I'm going to be using the Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay in 310, which is Sun Beige. I wanted to give it a second shot because I felt like the first time it oxidized a little bit. After all my makeup was done, I started turning a little bit gray. Today I'm going to be using it with a beauty sponge as opposed to a brush because I showed you how it works with a brush last time, and today I want to see how it works with a beauty sponge. The key to this look is to keep it as simple, as sweet, as skin-like as possible. So it's going to be a very natural makeup. But just to give some structure, I'm going to be very lightly cream contouring my face using the Clean Color Skin Deep Stick Foundation in the color Deep. One thing that was very noticeable in her look is the highlighted parts on her face, and for that I'm using the Elegant Pro Conceal in the color Nude. A subscriber suggested that I use Pure Beige instead of Nude because it has a yellow undertone, so I've ordered that and I will start using it in my next video, and I'm excited to use it. I'm going to blend it out really well, and I'm going to set it with the NYC loose powder just under my eyes before it starts creasing. If you've watched my other videos, normally I'd like to color correct, then set it with a powder and then use a foundation over it. But because this was a new foundation and several of you had requested me to review this foundation, I wanted to use it directly just to show you the coverage and how it feels on my skin. And this is when you start noticing that it starts turning a little bit gray. Using the Coverall Wet n Wild pressed powder, I'm just going to be setting only my T-zone because, as I mentioned before, I want my face to look very skin-like and not powdery. In my T-zone, I tend to get a little bit oily. Just to control that oil, I'm going to be setting just my T-zone. Now to add that natural radiant glow on my face, first I'm going to be using this blush stick from Jordana. This is actually a cream bronzer, and I'm going to be applying it first with my fingers, and I'm going to use my beauty sponge gently to push it into my skin. Next, I'm going to be using my Sigma liquid highlighter, and I'll be doing the same. First applying it with my fingers and slowly dab my beauty blender over it, just so it looks like you're having that natural glow and you don't have a product over your skin. To seal and lock all this makeup in place and make it look fresh and natural, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild setting spray. You can use any setting spray. My other favorite, which is high-end, is MAC Fix Plus as well. To prime my lids, I'm using the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Eyeshadow Primer, and I'm not going to be setting it with a powder today because I'm going to be using a cream eyeshadow on my lids. But before that, for my transition color, I'm taking this light brown color from my Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and I'm going to be using it in my crease and blending it out with my Sigma E40, which is a large blending brush. In the movie, it almost seemed like she had either a rose gold or a pinkish gold going on her eyelids. And for that, I have the perfect eyeshadow. This is As You Wave from ColourPop. This is kind of a cream, powderish, a combo eyeshadow. First, I'll be applying this directly with my fingers on my lids, and then I'm going to take my Sigma E40 and blend it out with my transition color. In her lash line, she either had a bronze or a light brown color going on, and for that, first I'm going to be lining my lids with the NYX black eye pencil, and then over that I'm going to lighten it and soften it using the Wet n Wild Perfect Pair Eye Wand in the color Bronze Toast. And in the lower lash line, she had smoked out a light brown color just in the outer third, and I'm going to be doing the same with my transition color. Using this off-white shimmer, I'm going to highlight my inner corners as well as my brow bones just to get the same glow that she has. She also had a nice glow to her lower waterline, and for that I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Perfect Pair Eye Wand again, and I'm going to use the gold side inside my waterline to give it that glow. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, but before that I'm going to be curling my lashes. And because she does not have falsies, I'm not going to be using any false lashes today. And anytime you don't use false lashes, make sure you coat the top part of your lashes as well with mascara. On her lips, she had a very natural rose color going on, and for that I'm going to be using the color Rosebud from Wet n Wild. But before that, I'm going to be lining my lips with Lay Down the Mouse again from Wet n Wild. And here's the final look, my friends. I hope you like the way this came together, and if you did, please don't forget to comment below and let me know your thoughts, as well as like and share this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please take a minute to subscribe to my channel. I post every Tuesdays and Thursdays, which means I will see you again next week on Tuesday with a brand new one. Bye guys.